Alright, so today I'm going to be starting a series on Sectaurs. I decided to break these up into just the individual characters instead of trying to do all of them at once. That way, it makes the video shorter. I can go a little bit more in depth in each character, and it gets more videos out there. And I can, like, if I miss anything on one video, I can pick it up in a different one. So to start this series off, I'm going to be doing Zak and Bitor, or Bitor, which is the pet. Now Sectaurs came out like the late 80s, early 90s, and they're kind of an insect-based action figure toy. And I really like this series of figures because it's very complete. It's very tight. There's not a lot out there. You can collect this line really easily. They're really affordable, and they're very cool as far as what they are. The alternative, the counter to this would be something like Visionaries, which was these are based on a gimmick, and that's the puppet gimmick. But Visionaries, this series did that in a good way. It did it really well, whereas I feel like Visionaries was based on a gimmick as well, but it didn't really go over as well, because it's like they basically had like a holographic 3D thing, and they just put them on a stick, and the guys just carried them around, which I thought was I never really liked that series. But this series is really cool. They're bug based. And the figures are real high quality. Now there's not a ton of articulation. The one weak spot on these guys is they have like these soft rubber squishy heads here, but they've held up pretty well. I mean, I got these when I was a kid and they're still in pretty good shape. Now you can get these really easy and real cheap. They're easy to collect, but the hard part is to complete them because they have these rubber harnesses on them, which most kids, now I didn't take mine off because I was a lot older when I started into this, but most kids rip these harnesses off and they switch swap them, and once you take them off, they're a real pain to get back on. They are not always easy to put back on, so kids would just like, forget it, and throw it in the toy bin and then later get thrown away. So Zak here is one of the good guys. He's like generic good guy. He's not super the hero. He's more of a supporting character, and he has these red stripes on his legs here. His legs come up at it's kind of on a ball joint, and they bend at the knee right here. These arms are also on a ball joint, but the elbows don't move. They're just stuck in place. Now I am missing this guy's main gun, but I do have his harness, and he has a sidearm pistol right here. Looks like that. He also came with this shield, and most of the shields are all different. I don't have every shield. Most of my guys have some accessories, but not all. Now his pet here, Bitor, is a little six-legged, basically he's a dog, and his little action feature is this little button on the side. When you press it, he just makes a chomping, and he's pretty common. He's pretty easy to get. Not all of them are. So that is the first figure in the Sectaurs line, Zak and Bitor.